Yeah, you already know the vibes, man. Welcome back, boys and girls, to the Best of Seven Sports Talk. Y'all already know the drill. Y'all know how we rocking here. Seven Mitchell in the building, man. And I got to talk to the boss, y'all. I really got to talk to the boss. Because y'all know how petty I can get when it comes to LeBron James and all the haters. Every time someone who opposes of LeBron or disrespects the king, whenever they go through a little bit of trial and tribulation, I am the first one up to plate to remind themselves, put that mirror up. And today, boys and girls, I found out that another one actually bites the dust. Make sure you guys smash that like button and you come in. Y'all already know the drill. And before we even get started on the story, make sure you guys follow me on social media if you enjoy daily NBA content at the Best of Seven on Twitter as well as Instagram, Seven Mitchell, man. Please follow the kid. If you enjoy daily NBA content, boot into the Battle Rap community. I'm going to also drop the link. If you guys want to chop it up for a couple of minutes, about to get started real quick. Dog Anthony in the building. Salute, man. Happy Friday to my dog. Appreciate you as always, man. About to kick it in high gear. So I want to read this story off to y'all because I don't know if people really know what's going on in totality. I'm gonna be honest. I don't here. So I want to get into this real quick with this whole situation. Turkey has a $500,000 bounty on the head of ENES KANTER Freedom's capture. Are you kidding me? Let me repeat that. And I want to say it right because I don't want to say it like they want this man dead or anything like that. So this story is coming from Complex. I'm gonna try to be real brief with this one, and then we're gonna talk about it. So ENES KANTER Freedom, that's his name, of course, is now wanted by Turkey. The New York Post had reported that the government placed the ex-NBA star on its most wanted terrorist list for 2023. This is the first time the country has offered money to capture someone on the list. Now, ENES had responded, said he only discovered that there was a bounty for him a week ago, calling the move dangerous. He told the New York Post before the bounty, Turkish intelligence were after the people on the list, but now everyone is after them because they want the cash. ENES has been a fierce opponent of the Turkish president and the government's human rights abuses, calling him a dictator and referencing him as Hitler, things of that nature. ENES says, because of my platform, whenever I say something, it goes everywhere, and the Turkish government hates it. They really sick of it, and they said enough's enough and doing whatever they can do to shut me up. I'm speaking out because I am not the only one on that list. There are so many journalists, so many activists, and so many athletes, but they aren't as well known as me. They are way easier targets, and they're all alone out there. Now, ENES KANTER Freedom, who was born in Switzerland, was raised actually in Turkey. He is now an American citizen. He played 11 years in the NBA. He played with the Knicks. He played with the Celtics. He's been very vocal with his opinions, including criticizing the Chinese president, Of course, the situations that he had with LeBron James, we're going to tap into that. But man, a $500,000 bounty for the capture of Enes Kanter, man. This is crazy. So you know me, man, and you know how we rock, and we got to break this three things down into three elements, man. First of all, we got to kind of go at Enes Freedom's mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because his freedom is about to be gone. No pun intended. This is getting real. They want him super bad, bro. A $500,000. You know they're gonna get that. He gonna have to turn himself in. Like it's not a situation where he gonna be able to run. You know, when another country wants you, and then it's known over here, nah, man, they give him up. So this thing is gonna play out sooner than later. But I wonder what his mindset is. Of course, he got to be terrified. He got to be afraid. This is something that he's been dealing with though for a while when it comes to the friction. He says he's known about, the actual bounty for a week. So he has been able to escape, capture as of now. I don't know how he's doing that. And I don't know if people around him will be considered harboring a future. Like, I don't know how those rules and regulations are playing. And I don't know how this actually plays out in the United States. I'm assuming he's safe for the most part in the States. But I don't know if the United States could lock him up and extradite him to Turkey, for a deal or something. Like, you don't never know how this administration can play out if we keeping it real. So yeah, they basically are labeling him as a terrorist. And that's the thing. Wording of charges mean everything. Depending on the vocabulary, people will look at you so crazy. So, they are not playing with this guy, and they pushed it to the limit. Now he's saying that there's a method to that madness because his platform is big. He's been speaking out against, the way they do day-to-day things, and he feel like they hating on him. Now, second thing up, how should the NBA respond to this situation? How should the NBA respond to this latest development of ENES KANTER and the country? It's really the reality of it. There's not a lot the NBA, I believe, can do. But I am interested to see how proactive the league is going to do to show some type of support for this guy, or if they just going to stand away. Like, he is a player, he is a veteran, he is part of the brotherhood. He is fighting for rights and things of that nature. It is in another country, but I wonder how many players are going to really side with him publicly, because he's alienated some of the top guys in the league with his slick mouth. Like, Enes Kanter may have burned some bridges that he probably didn't anticipate needing. I think if him and LeBron James was in a good space with what he's going through, just to get a message out there, I think LeBron would have probably been a good help, an asset to being on the team of Enes Kanter right now at this point. He definitely, in my opinion, needs LeBron. And LeBron James, to me, even though he would find a way to kind of make it level him up, I think LeBron would still come to bat for Enes Kanter, just for the optics. Even though those guys don't really seem to get along, how we see the friction and stuff like that, I think LeBron, to be petty, would still find a way to come to aid somewhat, at least when it comes to putting out a message of support for Ennis. But maybe he won't. But I wouldn't be surprised. LeBron seemed to be that type of guy, even if it's in a petty situation. But the league, to me, at the end of the day, I don't really think that they can do much at all about Enes Kanter in this situation with this bounty, other than turn them in. Let's keep it real. And then that goes again to what I was talking about as far as the LeBron effect. Like, at the end of the day, when you on a run, you need all the help you can get. small picture and big picture. You got to think about, if you do get captured, like what happens moving forward. Who can you keep in contact with? Who can communicate out in the streets? Who can make moves for you while you are handling other things? And in my opinion, man, Enes definitely has burned some bridges. So I don't really feel sorry for the guy, to be honest. Anybody that got a lot of disrespect and violate the king, to me, you'd already know, is never going to sit well in my eyes. But he is going through some turmoil. Then they put $500,000 on his head. And even though I don't like him on that note, if he is fighting for rights of people, I think this is unfortunate. And I think we do need to do something. He is a part of the NBA brotherhood. Like, let's be real. He could be one of the most hated people, but he is a part of the brotherhood. And if he is fighting for people's rights and things like that, if things ain't right, I think we got to support. We stick our nose in everybody else's business. So this is not like an isolated situation where now the United States need to mind their business. No. We stick our nose in everybody else's business. So if he is doing something for the greater good, I think the United States need to help him out as much as possible. But they publicly put a bounty on his head. I've never seen that to an athlete ever. He said there's other athletes that's on this actual list, journalists and stuff like that. I don't know exactly who the hell he's talking about, but they want this man captured, and they got a $500,000 bounty for Enes, man. Him and the Turkish president been going back and forth. So I don't really know how it's going to play out, but hey. We're going to see, man. I'll keep you guys updated and posted. I just wanted to come to you all with this story because I saw it this morning, but I didn't read it. I really wasn't even going to speak on it. But then I ran across it again, and I actually read the article from Complex. And I said, whoa, they want $500,000. It is what it is, man. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. I will be back I might come back live tonight if I can catch you guys on a live scoreboard. But if not, I will be back live tomorrow. I'm doing a lot of live streams. I don't like to actually do a lot of pre-recorded video that much anymore because I figured out with the YouTube partnership, some of the options and features you don't get when you're doing videos under 8 minutes. So I figured instead of wasting time doing a lot of editing and things of that nature for pre-recorded videos, you guys may see me just doing a whole bunch of live streams, and I might not be doing it for long. A lot of times I might do a live stream for maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. But I'm basically just trying to avoid having to deal with all the editing side of things, dealing with this YouTube partnership, and try to make sure that I get everything that I deserve because the platform definitely needs it. I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it, Anthony, man. You're one of my biggest supporters here, man. I appreciate you, your input, your knowledge on the NBA. I do actually got so many ideas that I do want to bring to the table, man. I want to bring like a round table debate show. I want to bring with a whole bunch of people where we kind of debate. But, I'm just trying to pre-screen the clients. I want to have some people up on board that know what they're talking about. I don't want to just have people up here screaming at each other and all that types of shit. So I am working on a lot more different types of NBA content rather than me just sitting up here talking a bunch of shit. But we're going to get it popping here on the Best of 7 Sports Talk. There's no question about it. So y'all stay safe. If I do not catch you guys on the live stream tonight, I will definitely be back tomorrow. So subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell. And let me know in the comment section, what are your guys' thoughts on Enes Kanter having a $500,000 bounty on his head by Turkey for the disrespect that he has shown from the disrespect that they have shown. I'm Seven Mitchell, man. I am out. Peace, guys.